Clean your room now or I'm gonna take that PS5 and I'm never giving it back. Make up your bed every morning or else I'm taking that tablet. You don't do those chores every day like I ask, I'm going to take your cell phone and I'm not gonna give that back. Parents, does that sound like you? Or caregivers, does that sound like you? If it does, then you don't want to miss this video. You want to stay locked in because I'm going to give you some tips and tools of things to be mindful of when it comes to getting your children to clean, do chores, clean their rooms, be tidy, all those things. I am Deidre. I'm a licensed clinical social worker associate, and I work with kids of all ages dealing with a wide range of issues, concerns, diagnoses, whatever you want to call it. That's me. I'm your girl. As you can see by today's video, we're going to be talking about keeping the rooms clean, or we're going to be talking about how to get kids clean their rooms and do chores. That really, there's no creative way to say that. Just helping kids to clean like they should. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, share it with a friend, all that good stuff. Hit that little bell so you know every time I'm posting. And let's get into the video. All right, guys, so welcome to my video. We're getting ready to just jump right in. So the first tip that I have, number one with parents, it works for older and younger children. I mean, toddlers all the way up, depending upon the needs of your child. So I always say, show them, model what you want to be cleaned. Show them how to clean first, and then you can set your expectation. What's clean to you might not be clean to the next person, and especially to a child. You can't just give vague instructions like clean your room or do your chores, right? You tell them chores for you is trash taken out. Chores need to be your kitchen clean. And in the kitchen, what needs to be clean, clean my sink out, wipe down the countertops, sweep and mop the floor. These are all examples of what clean could be to somebody. For me, when I'm cleaning the kitchen, I clean the kitchen. I want the sink clean. I want the dishes out of the sink. I'm putting them in the dishwasher, starting the dishwasher. I'm mopping, I'm sweeping, mopping the floors. I'm doing the counters. I'm doing all these things because I know how I want my house to look before I go to bed at night. So same goes for you as parents. You know what you want your house to look like. So give your children a visual. Take a picture. Give them some direct, like clear instructions, right? Like clear. There should be no questions asked about it, because you want to make sure that you set them up for success and they have the best opportunity to do what it is that you are asking them to do. So pictures, especially for bed, it works very well for bedrooms. I've had parents that just take pictures of what cleanliness, of what it means to clean their room. Clothes put up in the closet, the bed was made, toys are put up in the bins. You know, if you want them to dust, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, just take a picture of it and do it, right? So because there's no questions asked, they won't be able to say, but I don't understand, I don't know what you want, because it's there. So you should say, does your room look like this picture? And if it doesn't, go figure out what it is, and you know, come back. We'll come back when it looks like the picture. Also, for children who have ADHD or autism, or they get easily overwhelmed by just a lot of tasks at one time, a checklist is a very good idea. So a checklist of all the things that you want done in that room. The things I just listed, have them written out so they can check it as they go along. That way they know that it has been completed and there's no question about if it has been done or not. All right, so that's number one. Give them a visual, show them. Even if you or scaffold, if you like, I'm not doing it for scaffold, talk them through it so they'll know one good time, hey, one or two times, hey, this is what I mean. Put those there, this there, that there, right? The next thing is have some type of buy-in. Some parents are like, I'm not negotiating with my child. If I say something, they need to do it, which is fine. But that doesn't work for every child. It doesn't work for everybody. And if you want to burn your household like that, then have at it. But some people are like, no, like my children are important. I care about, you know, their feelings. I care about who they are. I care about their input because we are a family. We all live here together. And some people just want to teach their kids that you have the ability to learn to negotiate or learn to be able to compromise. And so what a great opportunity when it's something that comes to keeping their space clean or shared space, such as, you know, your home. So, hey, let's sit down and let's talk about it. If it's more than one child, you know, they'll negotiate. They'll talk about what they want their chores to be. If it's just one, you say, okay, these are the things that I feel like should be doable by you. What do you think? How do you feel about it? Blah, blah, blah. They talk about it. The families talk about it, and you guys get it done. So you're writing it down. Okay, I agree to do X, Y, and Z. Another thing is to agree on dates. Some parents are like, I want my house clean. Like, you need to be cleaning your room every night. So I tell parents, okay, well, have a time of when you're going to come in and check for that room to be clean so that they can have it done by your deadline. Or if every Wednesday, you know, you're checking for rooms to be clean and you're checking for downstairs bathrooms, whatever. Give them a timeline. Say, okay, this is the day. So they'll know. They can agree and say, okay, yes, I feel like I can get that done by then. Boom. Also, because kids have such busy schedules nowadays, it's ridiculous. Kids do a lot, which I get it because you want to keep them involved so they don't fall into any negative behaviors. But if they are children who are in like a bunch of after school activities or weekend activities, or sometimes if they're older, they might work. It's a really good idea to say, okay, on this date, I'm going to be looking for your room to be clean. So they'll know, okay, if it's a Wednesday of every week, I know I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to get to get my room in order. So it helps them learn about deadlines, because you're going to have deadlines as adults when we get older. Even in school, they have deadlines. So it's just reinforcing that for them. Another thing is tie consequences to it. If they can't get it done, then there are consequences. If they don't get it done, if there's no excuse of why it's not completed, give some consequences. That phone, not going out with friends, whatever it is that you deem necessary as a consequence, do that. But at the same time, parents, I always tell parents, don't prolong whatever that consequence is because there's new behaviors, right? Do not link keep the consequences linked to that behavior. So if room wasn't clean, you take that phone, you say your phone is going until next Sunday. Okay, they've had an attitude, started having an attitude around Thursday or whatever. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep the phone longer. No. Give them new consequences. Give that phone back, but give them a new consequence, because that consequence, the phone being taken away, was for the room. Now you have a nasty attitude, so I think you might need some more time at home. I think you need some more bonding time. You shouldn't be going out with friends, okay? You need a moment to gather yourself. Like, get something new, because it's going to teach them that every behavior that I have or every action that I create, there's a consequence. But it also lets them know that you, as a parent, you stick to your word, and that they can trust that you're going to do what that you are going to do what you say you're going to do. Take the phone and give it back. And then it helps them to build on accountability, you said. And also, I personally think it's a little bit more of a sting if you losing a second, if it's another consequence, like if you losing a second privilege. So it's really not about being soft or whatever. It really is showing children that each of your behaviors is tied to something. Every negative behavior is going to be tied to a new consequence, and you're going to be accountable for that. So I would highly encourage parents to follow through completely with what you say you're going to do. And also going back to the contract or them agreeing, it also makes it easier for you to bring those consequences in and say, okay, well, you agreed to this, so here's the consequence because you didn't fulfill that agreement. There should be little to no argument. Some still might argue, yeah. But deep down on the inside, they can say, man, I really didn't stick to that. There's no reason. It's clear as day. I didn't do what I said I was going to do. So I have a consequence. So those are my things. So one, show them visually. Show children, actually physically show them what you want to clean, how you want the rooms to look, or, you know, kitchen, living room, bathroom, bedroom, whatever. Show them. And then two is get some buy-in, or be collaborative on when chores are going to be done, what chores are going to get completed by what time or whatever, because it helps to encourage time management and meeting deadlines and that good stuff. And then lastly, remember, recap is consequences. New behavior, new consequence. The consequence should only be tied to that behavior. Don't prolong it, and don't reach back from last Thursday in third grade. When you was in third grade, on a Thursday, you threw the phone at me. Like, no. That doesn't work like that. So keep it. New consequence, new behavior. Okay, that's all the tips that I have for y'all. Don't forget to comment down below. First, comment down below and tell me, what are some things that have worked for you guys when it comes to getting children to clean? Younger children, oh, let me throw this in. Younger children, songs work really well. What is this? This is the way we clean our room. That song, it works. What's the girl name? Gracie. I think she has a little cleanup song. So find a little cleanup song with some instructions that helps our babies. All right, for real, I'm going now. If this video was helpful for you, tell somebody about it. Comment down below, hit that little bell. I'll talk to y'all soon. Love you. Bye.